Hey everyone, how is everyone doing on this Sunday night? Sunday, November the 6th, 2022. How is everyone doing, huh? Uh, Finally, I was able to um, connect this goddamn um, mic to my new computer, right? And I hope it's working. Well, if it's not, then I'm screwed, right? Um, I'm doing my podcast. On Sunday, I was working actually, for an hour um, here on the computer. Um, you know, when you have your own business, you just work and I'm not saying that I worked as a robot. Maybe I did, but um, I'm here by myself. You know, not as a lunatic, but not lonely either, not isolated either. But I just miss the fact. What am I saying? Miss the fact? The fact that I miss my wife. No? And yeah, it has been difficult. I mean, yeah, totally. It's just not easy. And I knew this, and I don't want to like go too much into like my personal life and all that. But all you out there, bachelor, right? You will be getting married. I'm not saying you will be. I mean, if you will be getting married, right? Man or a woman, female or a male, right? If you're going to be separated after marriage, that actually sucks. That totally sucks. You know what? This is exactly why. See my condition? I mean, I don't have a condition, but I mean, just like living lonely, even though I'm married, but my wife isn't here. So, in any case, without being too emotional, well, I'm emotional, right? Because I'm not a fucking robot, right? So, um, yeah, I went on a rant yesterday. I guess, when I say I went on a rant yesterday with I guess I have resentments, um, against, I guess, first and foremost, my father. And, don't get me wrong, we are close now, but I still like feel like, he wasn't there when I needed him in my teenage years, I guess. And I feel that that probably is also true for my siblings, that they probably also felt. But yeah, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Um, yeah, there are unresolved resentments I have with my father, and I don't get me wrong, he didn't, he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, in terms of, like beating us up or any of that, but at the same time, I think he was the opposite, where he just didn't bother to like, find out why, for example, I wasn't talking to him, when in my teenage years, because I was a child, you know. But in any case, sorry, I'm sorry, but it's just that somehow I feel that, when you don't have that like relationship in your early years, especially with your parents, and for us guys, especially with our fathers, you know, that doesn't become a good thing. And, and I just feel like I mean, first of all, I didn't deserve, to be beaten up by these whatever. I mean, I don't want to go into the past, but, for anyways, I don't want to go there. I don't want to fucking go there. All right. Yeah, that was years and years and years ago. But I mean, I just feel like my father wasn't there. But in any case, it doesn't matter at this point in time. I mean, I just have to like not go there and just live in the moment. But one thing I would say is that, I just, I have gone through a lot in my life. Um, Especially, living life alone. It's not easy. And yeah, I mean, to an extent, it's my own fault, and I admit it. The mistakes I made in the fucking past, but then, I don't claim to be, I never claim to be an angel or, or a saint or a prophet. Yeah, I'm a flawed human being. And I have lived, I mean, at the same time, I have lived a very, very, I mean, it's not like I've lived in some like, God-forsaken, land or some fucking, Mars like, atmosphere, or one of those. But I mean, post 9/11 life for us, I think, especially guys from countries like Pakistan. It wasn't easy. You don't understand that. I mean, I say this that I mean, I pretty much I didn't give a fuck, to be honest with you. But I think in the back of my mind, there was always the fear that, oh wait, you um, if I do something stupid, for example, you know, um, even like saying something stupid at that time, like saying something, like whatever, right? And that would basically just like instigate, situations to a point where maybe they would think I'm some sort of a, whatever, right? And so it wasn't easy. Life in America for us Muslim guys, I think, in the post 9/11 era wasn't wasn't easy. Was not easy at all. Even to this day, even to this fucking day, people ask you, hey, I mean, you are in a social scene or whatever, right? Even at a bar or a restaurant, and then they would ask you, where are you from, right? And then you say, oh, you're from Pakistan, right? Oh, I'm from Pakistan, right? And then people's attitude change. Hmm? Well, I mean, I don't pretty much give a fuck, but it's just like, okay, well, if they don't like you for where you are from, or the attitude change. Um, I mean, well, I guess I have to analyze myself in this situation, right? So, for example, if I ask somebody, "Hey, where are you from, man, or lady?" Right? In a social scene or whatever, right? If they say they are from whatever country, right? Originally, is that going to like change my attitude towards them, change my like tone towards them? No, no, no. No, no, no. I mean, again, I don't claim to be a perfect human being, or I know there's no perfect human being, first of all, to begin with. What I'm saying is that I've gone through enough fucking bullshit in my life in the past 21 years. You know, I mean, yes, because people look at me, or people have looked at me in different ways, different tones. They have talked to me in different tones. After they find out, oh, I'm from Pakistan. Well, and then this is the other fucked up part, right? The other fucked up part is that we are, like I actually, let's not say we, sir. Let's stick to I, right? I'm from northern Pakistan, which is Hunza Valley, right? I'm from Hunza Valley, right? Gilgit, this is the town where I grew up, right? And that's where my wife is also from, right? And I mean, people from that area. I'm fucking American, Uh, no, but people from that area, I mean, including myself, we don't have a fucking representation in Pakistani assembly, or what else do they have? Assembly and whatever parliament, where the fuck it is, right? Excuse me. The old British fucking government system, and the British Empire itself is falling apart. By the way, you know that, right? What happened with, excuse me, Liz Truss? 2 months as a prime minister. That's a fucking joke, by the way, right? Now some like Indian dude, I think, is the Prime Minister of India. What the fuck am I saying? Prime Minister of United Kingdom. What the fuck does that even mean? United Kingdom. United Kingdom? So that they still call it kingdom? Oh my fucking god. So I mean, it's like saying United States of Kingdom. Is that what we should call our country? United States of no, no. We don't have a fucking kingdom here, sir. We have a fucking democracy, right? We have a democracy, and yeah, it's flawed. Our fucking democracy is flawed too. And given that we have election tomorrow, is that tomorrow? The midterm elections? Jesus fucking Christ. Everyone is hyped up, fucking, these fucking blue and then the red fucking bases are loaded up, I think, right? For no fucking reason, people are hyped up, you know? Oh, oh, you should vote, because it's more important that you should vote. No, 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 no. I'm not fucking voting. Huh. I'll probably vote only, now that I'm a citizen, I'll probably vote only in the presidential election. And who the fuck am I going to vote for? That we will learn in January 2025, sir. Man. Mhm. Because 2024 is the presidential election year, right? So in any case, what the fuck I was talking about, and then I jumped over to this saga, never-ending saga of our own politics in America, right? Oh yeah, okay. So right, so I was talking about our identity, right? First of all, yeah, people, when you feel okay, this is what I say. And there's an Indian song, there's a Bollywood song. Actually, I loved it. When I was young, obviously, I grew up with those songs, right? Obviously, right? And I say that all the time. When I say, or when I think, and when I look at people here, how they have actually like cornered me. Not cornered me. Nobody can fucking corner me anywhere. But what I'm saying is, like they have put a label on me, and then I say to them, well, listen, if you are fucking heartless, huh, why would I even want to fucking bother to do anything with you? Yeah, that's the gist of that fucking song. That's it. So I'm not heartless, uh, but sometimes you have to fucking draw the line. It's like okay, huh? Well, in any case, so without again getting too sort of like angry and yeah, well, I mean, didn't I say that a lot of things can make you angry in life? But the point I was trying to make was that we first of all I mean, people of Hunza do not have or even will live in that whole fucking area, right? They don't have any representation in the Pakistani government. Yeah, we have a Pakistani passport. Yeah, I'm a dual citizen, right? But then, I mean, there's no representation of those people in the Pakistani assembly. What kind of a fucked up, actually, uh, setup that is, if you think about it, right? And that has been going on for like, what, 60 years? Actually, more than 60 years, sir. Now it's got to be fucking 70 years, right? So, am I going to turn my podcast into uh, I mean, the plight of the Hunza people? Uh, People from that area? I don't know. Does that affect us? Does it affect me directly? I guess that's a question. Or that's like in a lot of, and yeah, that's like a similar question, right? To saying, for example, what Bill Burr was saying. Remember when fucking Trump got elected and all these fucking hippies and liberals, they started crying, right? Right after he was elected, right? And then Bill Burr goes on, what's his name's show, right? Whose show he went on? Conan O'Brien's, right? And and he tells him, yeah, how is that going to fucking affect your life? Huh? How is that going to fucking affect your life? You still gotta go to fucking, work, and still got to get paid, right? You still gotta. I mean, I don't want to put Bill Burr's words in my mouth, but yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? When it comes to American politics, right? Yeah, you can say that, oh, there are some policies that affect us, blah, 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 right? Well, what policies are affecting me? Really nothing, you know? Yeah, we have, American government, and, it's pretty much stable because it's actually run by the technocrats. Didn't I say that last time? And so politicians are just like big mouths, but um, they also pass fucking laws, So the same thing. In any case, so let's circle back to what I was saying, right? What I was saying was that, um, yeah, those people, they don't have any fucking like representation in the Pakistani assembly, right? So how does that make them Pakistani, right? Because the Pakistani government does recognize these regions as part of any of its provinces, because this fucking war between these two fucking countries, when I say these two, between India and Pakistan, has been going on for like fucking decades, decades, fucking, or land claim. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Indians are like fucking, better, or Pakistanis are worse, or either or. They're the fucking same, you know. They're the fucking same, and and uh, and to finish up this point, right? This fucking tug war between these two fucking countries has affected the region where I come from for so fucking long that at this point in time, I think these regions should say, listen, we don't even want to fucking do anything with you countries, right? Isn't that the same? Wasn't that the same? Not isn't, sir. I don't know what it is now. Isn't that the same story that the Macedonians had with fucking Greece, right? Yeah. Greece doesn't recognize Macedonia, right? As a separate country, right? But European Union does. Well, why am I bringing Macedonia and Greece into this? Well, because my people claim to be fucking Greeks and or Macedonians, right? Which we don't know. Well, maybe we are, but you get my point, right? The point I'm trying to make is that these fucking countries have been on each other's fucking throats for so long, and that is affecting. It has been affecting this region for so fucking long, right? Same fucking long. Okay, so and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm saying this is because this yes, like them not having a representation in the Pakistani assembly or whatever the fuck it is, right, has affected this region and its people for so fucking long. And one solid example is electricity. This region still does not have electricity. I don't give a fuck what other people say. Oh, we have problems, this region is hard and, we don't have any. No, 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 no. I don't give a fuck. All right. So that's one example, right? And then the corruption, and then like my own town where I was born, right? In it doesn't have any fucking sidewalks for people to walk. So basically, people just walk in the middle of the street or on the side of the street where where cars are. I'm not saying that they have accidents. Maybe they do. I hope not. And so this fucking government has basically just kept this whole fucking region in some sort of a fucking what do you call um under ignorance. You know? Unless they have a proper um some sort of a leader, and who looks at these things, who thinks about these things, and he or she says, "Oh fuck this! You know what? I need this for my people, and I need that for my people because this is not something that I'm asking for because it's some sort of a fucking luxury, or I'm not asking for a fucking what do you call like a piece of land on fucking moon, right? On Mars. But what I'm asking for is these basic things, right? So, well, isn't that the fucking story of every fucking corrupt country in the whole world? Right? Yeah. But the irony is that most of the people from that area are extremely educated, well educated, um, but um, I mean, I can feel the frustration. I can feel their frustration and all that. I mean, I would go to the fucking next step. I would even go to the fucking next step, and that would be I would say, listen, these youth, the youth there, they need some sort of a fucking freedom. They need channels for them to actually, I'm not talking about, like building like playgrounds and, whatnot for them. Yeah, of course, we should, you know, yeah, I mean, why not, right? But what I'm saying is, for example, the frustration I can feel from the young generation is, okay, so how do we date? You know? Yeah, we have phones and we have smartphones and this and that, and then then what? Well, you, I can feel the frustration. Trust me. Trust me. I mean, maybe that's one of the reasons why I fucking left back in 2001. Yeah. Well, I mean, not because I was watching too many, Hollywood fucking romance movies, right after college romance movies. Yeah, I watched those too, when I was in college in Lahore, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that, yeah, um, and I can feel their frustration more now in now than ever, no than ever, because now we have all these smartphones, we have the internet, so the world is connected, right? World is connected. I can feel your frustration, right? They see what's happening in America. I mean, America is not the fucking utopia land to live, right? There's no fucking country on this fucking planet as a utopia to live, right? But you feel that, yeah, they need some sort of outlet for them to actually, express themselves. I'm not talking about they should start these fucking podcasts, but the podcasts are not going to get them anywhere because, oh, maybe they should. Sorry. Well, because, let me finish my talk first. Because it's like if you're hungry, right? If you're hungry, I'm not saying that they're hungry. If you're hungry and instead of instead of you trying to find food. No, 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 that's not what I want to say. I'm sorry. If you're hungry and then you realize that there's no food available and you're not going to be having or getting any food, then what is a podcast going to do, right? That's what I mean. I'm not saying that, oh, they need food and, and they're, malnutrition and all that, but I'm not saying that. But they also need dating. So I think I said that last time that in those areas, did I fucking jump from like talking about, politics to like dating in that area of Hunza and and all that, right? But yeah, I know, I understand. So what I would say to all you young people out there from that area, bachelors and all that, yeah, you can date and all that. Probably you can talk on the phone and all that, right? And I can feel your frustration. Trust me, I can feel your frustration. Then anybody else, but I can't do anything except say that, yeah, you should just get married. Sorry, yeah, and you should get married not because of pressure from the family or from your cousins or your whatever, right? But you should get married at an age that's not too young, that's not too old. So how to define not too young and not too old? So I would say for men, you should get married between the age of 30 and 40. And for ladies, well, actually, I should say for that area, you should get married between the age of like 28 and maybe 38. I think that's what I would say for men. And for ladies, I would say they should get married between the age of like 26 and 37. Well, what happens to the ladies who are older than 37, sir? Why, I don't know. And the guys too. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they will get married, just like I did. Well, I was here in America, right? But in any case, so okay. So I guess I'm sorry. I apologize. I guess I went from like uh, talking about how I had a hard time living here in America, you know, post 9/11 to I guess the politics in Gilgit and Hunza and how. So, well, how about we change the subject for sure? What would be okay? So, well, maybe we should. And why shouldn't we, sir? Well, because first of all, I think the myths need to be clear. The myths need to be cleared about, let's say we're talking about people from Hunza, right? Who they are, where they're from. The student, why do they have a language isolated? Means the language, which is Brushaski, sounds like Pulaski, right? Brushaski is a language isolate, means it's not related to any languages, any fucking languages on this goddamn planet, right? How did we come up with that? Well, we don't know, but somehow we did, right? Well, I mean, Brushaski has terms, Persian and Urdu and whatever hell, right? And but the structure, basic structure of the language, and some of the words and meanings, and they don't relate to any fucking language on this planet. Maybe for the better. I don't know. Doesn't matter, right? So I have a theory, not theory, but I mean I have my own proposition of At least, I mean, from talking to, my friends and after, after my marriage in that beautiful part of the world, and by the way. So I finally got the wedding videos, and my wedding video and my sister's, and then the official photographer that I had hired, he also sent us another, video of just dancing and just celebration and all that, right? My marriage and my sister's. So in any case, which I actually, I mean, my wife actually uploaded it to my Dropbox, and then from there I downloaded it and I reduced the file size, and then I uploaded, make it to YouTube for. I mean, this journal, but it's private. Sorry, not everyone can see it for the obvious fucking reasons, right? So yeah, the videos were great. And I was watching my sister's wedding video yesterday, and it's great. And I feel really great for her, to be honest with you. I feel actually really great for her more than for myself. Not to say that me and my wife didn't deserve this, but we did, of course. And uh, our bond is getting stronger and stronger. Um, what the fuck I was saying? I'm sorry, I just lost the chain of thought. Um, oh yeah, so this is my theory, right? It's not a theory, but I think it's somewhere on the fucking internet, which I kind of believe. I kind of believe, but then again, it's like saying, oh, do you know how actually fucking Big Bang happened? Oh, by the way, now, prominent scientists, astrophysicists, are now refuting Big Bang. No, it wasn't Big Bang. Probably wasn't. And I have said that all fucking along. No, the universe never started from a fucking Big Bang. I knew this. I knew this from the fucking get go. Nobody fucking listened to me. Well, sir, you never published anything, so because I'm not a fucking astrophysicist, but I'm an engineer. Okay? So, the prominent scientists have just published something. And just to not prove myself, just to give you guys a little more accurate information, Big Bang theory. I'm not talking about the Big Bang Theory, the fucking that fucking show, right? I fucking hated that show. Big Bang, never watched it. Big Bang Theory, new facts. Just say new facts, right? Okay. Why the fuck the internet is so fucking, you know, oh my fucking god, it's taking me to the fucking, that fucking stupid show. Excuse my language. Big Bang Theory, new evidence. New evidence. Okay, so why can't I find it? Universe. Okay, okay, I'm not against, or I'm not, well, I'm kind of against the fucking Big Bang Theory because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Um, Apparently Big Bang Theory, what happened? Okay, so light. So Big Bang, because I know some of the astrophysicists who actually, came up with this new, what do you call it, paper in Scientific Journal. Is that what it is? Um, Big universe did not universe. This is how you say it. Universe did not didn't start with Big Bang. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I think this was what the scientists were talking about. I think recently that maybe Big Bang is not what the fuck is uh, the correct theory. Norwegian. What the fuck? No. Okay, Norwegian Nobel laureate and Edwin Stephen Hawking. Oh, what the fuck, dude? What the? I fucking hate internet. Excuse me. But in any case, so I'm gonna find this, and maybe in my next podcast, I will read this to you all. But on one of the new websites, I actually I read the whole article. Not the whole paper. Um, uh, and so I'm pretty sure that the scientific community, as a physicist community, they are divided, right? Some of them probably are saying, "Oh, wait a minute, the Big Bang is how the universe started," and the others now are claiming through their papers and calculations and or the fuck not, right? No, Big Bang never happened. The universe never started with fucking Big Bang. I think without me publishing any fucking papers, universe has been there forever. For it was, it is, and it will be. I think that's what it is. You know? Yeah, you can prove that. Oh, it's expanding, and we are fucking going farther away from each other. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not going fucking anywhere, right? I mean, but they have scientific calculations and mathematical calculations and all that to prove that, right? Physics and maths to prove that. I understand that part, but I don't really believe that universe started with the Big Bang. No. If anything, my theory is that the fucking aliens, they actually replicated this fucking universe. It's like a copy paste, That's what they did. I think that's what they fucking did. And and while they were doing that, what they did was that they actually input something in there in the fucking software, right? Whoever the fuck the alien was working on this, right? Our team of fucking aliens. And what they did was they actually just input in there to say, oh, start right here, Start right here means that, oh, you got to give them some fucking clues because these monkeys are going to turn into fucking intelligent beings, more intelligent beings. They're going to try to find out what the fuck this universe is, where it started, etc., etc. Right? So so the fucking alien, they have actually given us some fucking clue, or they replicated this universe from another one, and then they put in there some sort of a beginning clause, right? Beginning, start. Yeah. So that's what they've done. All right. Okay. So where the fuck I was, how did I fucking jump from my theory of aliens to fucking. I'm sorry, my theory about the original people of Hunza. All right, let's talk about it. So, what the fuck was it? So, people of Hunza, they claim to be descendants of Alexander the Great, right? Yeah, well, I mean, Pashtuns, I think they also claim, and Kalash people, right? I think they also claim to be descendants of Alexander. Now, Alexander, remember, Alexander came before Christ came. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, he was a fucking conqueror, just like Genghis Khan, right? Genghis Khan came before fucking, no, no, no. Genghis Khan came well after Christ and after Genghis Khan. I mean, I'm sorry, after Alexander, right? Alexander the Great actually came before, I think before any, I would say, any known famous like warriors. I think that's what it is, right? Sort of. So basically was trying to conquer the whole fucking world. 400 BC, approximately. Am I right? 400 Alexander the Great. So 400 BC is Alexander the Great. Alexander Alexander the Great, right? The Great, right? Now, well, first of all, let me clarify something about Alexander the Great. His uh, his father was Greek, but his mother was Albanian, right? Or Macedonian, right? Either or, right? Doesn't fucking matter. But in any case, so 356 BC, right? And 356 BC to 323 BC. So means he was actually conquering from an early fucking age, and then he actually died at the age of fucking 32. Can you believe that? Jesus fucking Christ. But in any case, so Alexander was Macedonian. I think that's what he was, right? Northern Greece, yeah. Uh, but he died in Babylon, Mesopotamia, which is Iraq. Iraq. Iraq, yeah. Um, in the year 323 before the Lord Christ, right? Before the Lord Christ. Okay, so in any case, so what? Okay, so now the question is, what the fuck he was doing in Iraq, right? Well, he had conquered the world, and he loved. Yes. See, so this is what happens. So Alexander goes as far as Iraq, which was at that time, I think, under the Persian king Darius. His name was Darius. So Alexander defeats Darius, right? Darius, Persian king Darius, and then um, he was supposed to go further. He was supposed to go farther into like fucking like the region now Pakistan and India and all that, right? But for some fucking reason, yeah, well, I mean, they killed him, right? But this is, well, before they killed him, whatever, he died of some fucking, drinking like bad wine or whatever the fuck it was, right? I mean, if you're in fucking Iraq, right? From that fucking place is a hell, right? In the summer. I mean, you can literally die from like, I think, a heat stroke, right? And then on top of that, you're drinking fucking wine. Huh? All right. So, regardless of how he died, right? This is what happened. So, so he conquers Persia. Right? He conquers Persia, and And then he basically he tells his generals, hey, I mean, obviously in his own fucking Greek language, right? I mean, I don't even know a word of it. I mean, well, I have said this that our world, this planet, our world is Greek. And the reason why I say that is because most of our alphabets are, I mean, our alphabets, English alphabets are Latin, but like at least the scientific ones, which are used, let's say alpha, omega, and all that, right? Those are Greek. So the world, I think, still is Greek when it comes to like fucking, scientific terms and all that, right? Exactly. So, excuse me, without jumping from one topic to the other, which I usually do, the the uh, the generals, I think they were telling him to either retreat back to fucking Macedonia, or let's go conquer further to India and Pakistan and all, right? But he probably was going to do that. I mean, further go to Pakistan and India and conquer all those, right? Reasons. But for some fucking reason, he just fell in love with with I think Iranian or Persian woman, and the wine, and and the whole spiel, right? And so his generals thought he was fucking crazy, or he has turned fucking crazy, right? That he just wanted to just be in fucking Middle East or in Persian fucking region because he loved the culture, the food, and the woman, obviously, right? And the wine, right? But the generals thought he was gone fucking mad or something, and then they wanted to do, not he, but they wanted to actually do a coup on him. Oh, yes, right. So they wanted to do a coup on him, right? Means they were going to kill him or throw him off, and they were going to basically install somebody else, right? But then, he's fucking Alexander, right? He finds out. He finds out, right? He finds out, and then what happens? Then goes, what happened to these fucking journalists? Oh, they have to now run for their fucking lives, right? They have to run for their fucking lives, and so they run east. They run east, and then obviously Alexander is after them, right? He's after them. I mean, his men are after them, and then they run east and east and east through Afghanistan and this region, and they end up in this extremely inaccessible region called Hunza in the fucking mountains of Karakorum. And that's the only place where Alexander's army could not reach them because that region is extremely inaccessible. Like if there's no road there, right? You can't go there by foot. You cannot. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible, right? Um, so, I mean, you're talking about fucking before Christ, right? So these generals actually went there and they ended up in Hunza. These fucking generals, Alexander's, runaway general, like a fucking runaway train, right? And they basically finally they say, oh shit, you know what? He's not chasing us anymore, so let's just settle here. Seems like this is a nice place to just settle down here. But apparently there were people there before them, which is, I would say, if Alexander was alive between 356 and 323 BC, right? So guess like close to like 323 BC, right? So we're talking about like 300 years before Christ. So add 300 years to 2022, right? So 2322 Earth years, right? So that's when, so to 2300, okay, let's say 2300 years before our years ago, this all happened. So if this all happened 2300 years ago, but then there were people before these fucking generals actually landed in the region of Hunza, so that means that they were like uh, they were natives there. Means that, and then where the fuck did they come from? Apparently, the region called Ganesh apparently had its yeah, that was the first establishment, right? That was the first civilization. But then there were people there already. So what these fucking generals did was that they killed all the male children and then the males, right? Because these were fucking military people, right? And then they basically took over the land. I think that's the kind of the gist of the story of the people of Hunza. Sort of. All right, Jesus Christ, my wife is calling me. Why is she calling me so early? I'll call her back. All right. Oh, you know why? Because they changed the fucking time. So right now it says 11:08 p.m., right? So last night they changed the fucking time because daylight time is no more, sir. Oh, by the way, I played some golf today. Did I even fucking mention that? I played some fucking golf. All right, so let me finish this first, sir. Okay, so that's the story, sort of the people of Hunza. I think from 2,000 years ago. Before that, 2,300 years ago, before Alexander's generals ended up running away for their fucking lives, you know, before them, there were people there. Those people could be the Buddha's people. Oh, yes. Buddha. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so that's why the place is called Ganesh. Ganesh is some sort of like a Hindu god or whatever it was, right? So I think those were the people there before these fucking generals, killed all their fucking, men and took over their wives and then they basically settled there. Yes, so I think those are our ancestors. And that's the story of the people of fucking Hunza from 2,300 years ago. Right? Okay, so I'm sorry, I went on and on and started like 58 minutes, and I need to close out the podcast because tomorrow is Monday, and obviously I got a long fucking week, right? And always. And one of my engineers left, he went to work for a big company. So I took two of my engineers, I took them for lunch on Friday. That was nice, right? Yeah, we went to this Japanese place. I had this amazing fucking like udon soup, with some chicken and oh my God. But in any case, so um today, yeah, I went golfing and and then I woke up late, right? And I thought and it was cloudy and I thought it was gonna fucking rain. I'm like, no, no, no. Because I had already reserved, tea time today for what time was it? 1:37 p.m. So I went there, I drove there, I was talking to my wife and then I drove there. Obviously, I took my vitamins. Vitamin. I always take my fucking vitamins in the morning when I get up. You all should do, especially after a certain age, your body deteriorates. I'm telling you, your body fucking deteriorates, starting with like basics. That's why you need to have these reinforcements, vitamins, etc., right? All right. So I went there, and then it was cloudy, and I thought about the weather was nice. Weather was nice. I went there, and then what do you call the golf people? Oh, I went to Staten Island, Silver Lake Golf Course, right? Nice, and I got a hot dog, a light beer, and a couple of bottles of water. And I think it was one of my best days of golf because I was playing with first of all this old dude, and then old dude who works for the city of New York, right? Education department, and then this other old dude is a professor at SUNY, right? So he joined us, and then I'm a fucking rookie. I never took any fucking lessons for golf. And so they were trying to like give me some tips and lessons, and that actually really fucking worked, to be honest with you. I mean, if you want to play golf, I suggest that you play with like people who know how to fucking play golf. I mean, and those who actually want to help you, and they let you learn. And then that was nice. That was extremely nice. And after I got those fucking tips, I mean, where I come from, we were cricket players. Cricket, and the other one called lone dust players, which is kind of like the fucking what do you call it, baseball, right? Local baseball, right? And so, but I played like tennis, and then I used to play squash, downtown where I had my office. I had the membership at the record club, New York record club, and me and one of my engineers, we used to go there like during lunchtime to play squash. It was nice. So I have a swing, I have a swing, but the golf swing is very, kind of, it has to be, what do you call, specific to hit the ball off the ground, right? So and then the angle of whatever you're using, either the driver or the iron, or whether you are basically hitting a drive, or you are hitting out of the grass using the iron, right? So that's very important. So that was really nice today, and I think I overdid my podcast. I'm sorry, I apologize, and I'm assuming all you party animals are partying hard because it's nice weather in New York, in New Jersey. I guess, last few days, uh, nice weather in the 60s. Well, we had 70s, sir. And then after that, it's going to be like fucking frozen tundra. Frozen tundra, sir. You know? Yeah, especially after it snows and all that. Jesus Christ. In any case, all right. So I don't want to like end my podcast on this pessimistic, like negative thought, but let's just say that it's just fucking weather. Who cares? All right. So I will talk to you all next weekend.